Redskins fans all over the country were glued to their TVs Monday as quarterback Robert Griffin III took to the field for the first time since his knee injury as the Skins kicked off their season against the Eagles.
And our Mary Dunleavy is there.
F-L-U-C-O-S, Fluvanna, Flukas, we are the best.
Hey there, Marty. We're out here at Fluvanna County High School, and joining me now is Chloe and Kim. They've organized this. There's Fluko Man. We can't forget him. They've organized this entire event. Girls and Fluko Man. Who's going to win tonight?
Fluko.
What do we know about this William Fleming team?
Nothing.
Nothing. They're not even from here. Yeah, they don't even go here. But listen, Marty, these guys only won 2 games last year, but they're saying this year it won't be the case.
Coach O'Connor has put out multiple two-way players, Danny Holtzen, Sean Doolittle, and Shane Holley, just to name a few. He says it's extremely critical how you manage an athlete like that so that they're as effective as possible when they hit the field. If the girls win in the second round of regionals, they'll make school history, but that's not the goal. With 70.4 on their hands, this close-knit group of girls hopes to take it all the way to the state final. The Redskins' new training facility was just revealed a few hours ago. We'll take you right to the action coming up on your NBC 29 News at 6.
Mary Dunleavy.
Thanks, Marty. The Charlottesville Knights lost their first game of the year to Eastern View 24-6 last week, but somebody was missing. Jefferson District first-teamer and star running back Chris Thurston was out with an ankle sprain, and now he's back and ready to take on Culpeper, who also lost their first game of the year. The 20th ranked UVA men's soccer team is taking on 19th ranked St. John's in a top 20 showdown at Klockner Stadium.
After a whirlwind of a season and most of their losses coming in the last moments of games, the team says what matters most is that they're peaking at the right time.
RG3 back on the field 8 months later. Much reason for the Skins to celebrate. First quarter, no score. Eagles quarterback Michael Vick's pass is knocked down by Ryan Kerrigan. Cornerback and former Virginia Tech Hokie D'Angelo Hall picks it up with Kerrigan. Keep going, keep going. There hasn't been a whistle. He's got nothing but time. Just strolls into the end zone. The extra point is good. Skins are up 7-0. But the Eagles would lead by as many as 19 points going into the third quarter, and they keep pouring it on as LaShawn McCoy finds a big hole in the Redskins defense. He scores. It's 33-7 Eagles. The Skins don't give up though. Alfred Morris, 6-yard run into the end zone for the touchdown. Eagles still lead though 33-14. We're in the fourth quarter now. RG3 will hit Leonard Hankerson square in the chest for the 10-yard touchdown. They missed the 2-point conversion, though. It's 33-20 Eagles. The Skins will have a last-ditch effort late in the fourth. RG3 connects with Hankerson again, this time a 24-yard catch. It's a 6-point game. That's 20 unanswered points for the Skins. And they'll have to go for the onside kick. It's their only hope. But the Eagles will get the ball. Chip Kelly gets his first NFL win as the Eagles win it 33-27. The Virginia women's soccer team is opening their 2013 regular season as it hosts the Klockner Classic. The 7th-ranked Cavaliers are taking on 9th-ranked Santa Clara following top-ranked North Carolina's 4-0 win over VCU. The Who's top VCU 4-2 in the first game of the tournament. UVA's Mackenzie Doniak right here makes the centering pass to Brittany Ratcliffe. She puts a foot on it. It's in. Who's lead 1-0 in the 52nd minute. Doniak gets taken down in the 18 by the goalie. That leads to this penalty kick right here. She sends it to the bottom left. No problem. Who's lead 2-0. 9 minutes later, Morgan Bryan working it at the 18, puts just enough spin on the ball. The goalie can't handle it. Who's are up now 3-0, and they keep pouring it on. Bryan hits Ratcliffe upfield. It's a 1v1. She finds the nylon. Ratcliffe had no goals freshman year, but she had 3 goals in 2 games so far this season. UVA blanks Santa Clara 4-0 and wins the tournament too because they outscored North Carolina.
Thousands of fans come out to Redskins training camp every day, many of them coming to see 4 former Virginia Tech stars. I got to talk with them about that bond.
You never forget that college experience, and you never forget what it was like them 2, 3, 4 years you were in college trying to get to where you're at now.
Wide receiver Josh Morgan, cornerback D'Angelo Hall, center Will Montgomery, and outside linebacker Daryl Tapp used to wear maroon and orange, but now they're all Washington Redskins. Hall and Tapp played on the same Deep Creek High School team, and their ties to Montgomery go way back.
D'Angelo and Daryl Tapp, I got to play against those guys in the state championship game in high school too, and I got to beat those guys, so I get to rub it in with them a little bit.
Still some tough feelings
so
there?
For people that didn't understand, Will Montgomery and Centerville beat Deep Creek. D'Angelo Hall and myself in the state championship game on some fluke plays.
The 4 former Virginia Tech players on the roster are the most from one college, tied with Nebraska. All agree that their connection on the field makes going to work that much easier.
When I step on the field, I know what those guys are capable of doing. I know their mindset, and I don't have to really worry about it. I know they're going to take care of their job.
There's a lot of turnover in this league, obviously, with the coaches and players, and seeing a familiar face is always, a good thing.
Before coming to the Skins, Tapp played for the Seahawks and the Eagles, but says Washington is the best program he's been a part of thus far.
Honestly, I've been in so many situations over the last few years where the team chemistry hasn't been right, and we've been in bad situations. Coming here to the Washington Redskins is an unbelievable feeling. Great mix of veteran and young players. The organization's on the right page and everybody's ascending, so the sky's really the limit for us.
These 4 Hokies who went from Beamer ball to the big leagues have their sights set high.
We want to get in the playoffs and then just make a run, to get a Super Bowl. That's our ultimate goal.
Sunday night, just after 9 o'clock, the Virginia women's lacrosse team received the news they've been waiting for all season.
It was definitely a relief. I mean, our name popped up on the screen and everybody you didn't know how exciting it would be. We all got up, we're cheering and clapping, screaming.
An at-large bid into the NCAA tournament.
We have hopefully 4 more weeks to continue playing.
Virginia just met tournament requirements with a 9-9 record.
Adds fuel to the fire, just knowing that at one point you might not get in because of our record.
Playing 7 games against teams ranked in the top 10 during their regular season and pulling out 4 of those wins against top 20 opponents.
Really staying with a tough Maryland team that is #1 seeded in the tournament, and I think we played them straight up, and which gave our team just tons of confidence, and I think teams can see that, so I hope they're a little scared.
The team says for that reason alone, they feel prepared.
We can dig down, fight, and keep fighting.
It shows how tough we are and how determined we are to continue to play.
First up, the Hoos will take on Penn this Friday at 3 p.m. in Washington, D.C., and the winner of that game gets Georgetown.
Our sets now become specific to UPenn, which is a great challenge, a team that we scrimmaged early on in the season.
After a whirlwind of a season and most of their losses coming in the last moments of games, the team says what matters most is that they're peaking at the right time.
We're ready. We're ready.
We're definitely shaky in the beginning of the year. Some bad losses, some losses by 1. Being that's my last year, I couldn't be more happy to continue to play. Not having to say goodbye to all your teammates is just the best feeling, to know that you have another game to play and potentially 2, and then hopefully more after that.
Virginia baseball's Nick Howard doesn't only walk out to the mound on game days. You can also find him on third base.
I definitely have a lot of confidence going out there knowing that they have confidence in me.
10 years that our coaching staff has been here, we've shown that a two-way player can be very, very valuable in this program, and Nick's certainly continued to carry that ball for us.
In the Cavaliers' 3-game series against NC State, Howard worked 18 innings at third base and still had the energy to throw 90-mile-per-hour balls during the 5 innings he pitched for the team in Game 3. It's no secret he's an asset.
It takes a special person, a special player to do that, just to be in it mentally.
One of our really key players in this season, just because of the workload that's on him.
Howard admits playing 2 positions can take its toll on the body.
All the running around, eventually your legs just start getting fatigued, but that's something that you have to battle with and just grind through.
Coach O'Connor has put out multiple two-way players, Danny Holtzen, Sean Doolittle, and Shane Holley, just to name a few. He says it's extremely critical how you manage an athlete like that so that they're as effective as possible when they hit the field.
There's a lot of days that we don't have Nick Howard throw with the position players just on a practice day. It might be a day off for him from a throwing standpoint.
Nick so far has been embracing it, and he's been big for us both ways.
I mean, it's hard you can't take a pitch off. It keeps you in the game, and I think it's a lot of fun to be in on every